everyone, Ivy Lee Gaming here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. For today's video, we have a dev insights to go over. I'm going to take a look and see if we have any fun things to point out.
The finest blood for the most untainted soul.
Alright, now we have some dev insights. This is February 2nd as of the posting for questions from January 15th through the 21st. So I'm going to read through like usual, not pick every single one, but just go through and find the most interesting or at least not duplicate things. So the first one's kind of we already have it, but not really. Answer this second one. Alright. Hello, are there plans to introduce any unique items from the clan boss? For example, a unique set of armor and weapons or artifacts? If it's not planned yet, then I suggest doing so. A specific proposal would be to make a unique reward from the chest so that it consistently falls out of each chest each day. For example, a set of clothes and artifacts. So this is like raid, like when you do your guild boss, your clan boss, your guild boss every day. There's gear that drops, and that's, you know, you're going to get those drops from clan boss or guild boss. All right, and this one has multiple parts. Question 3 or statement 3. The benefits of daily login for those who have more than 120 days could be better. I mean, there's a lot of summons and stuff thrown in, all the waves. I thought they actually did pretty good. They've probably never played Raid. Anyway. New camp phase. It's been a few months since there's been any new content. New content for the camp or new content in general? That's definitely not true that there's not been new content. They released an Immortal Codex and all sorts of new stuff. And then they increased new prologues for Void Rift for earlier players. Definitely adding new content. New artifact, material raid, difficulty levels. Yeah, they've kind of talked about that. A new difficulty in the Guild Dragon, and a test mode in the Dragon. So we already have the test mode, and they are designing a new guild boss. So there's some new Guild Dragonness. There's some, not dragon, but there's a new guild feature and new content that will be coming. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, you could check out the interview on Mabucket's YouTube page. Alright, question 5. Please add more skill packs to the shop, especially for legendary dust and crystals. You have a plethora of packs for all other areas of the game, but it seems like skill packs only come once or twice a month. Additionally, please add more ways to obtain them in the game. For example, at present I have 49 legendary heroes, only 8 of which are fully skilled. And they said, we will consider adding skill-related drops in new gameplay modes in the future. This person's actually asking, like, can I buy some as well? Alright, this one's pretty clever, and I've seen this in other games and in similar ways. I guess to a guild setup. Create a currency that guild leaders can spend on guild benefits. Any guild activity will generate currency and will allow the guild leader to do stuff like, or guild-wide, like a 20% damage buff to guild boss until reset, or a guild-wide 100% XP or gold boost for 24 hours, X amount of gems drops sent to guild members' mailbox that resets weekly, damage buffs to guild war, tower, or castle, defense or HP buffs to friendly towers or castle defenders, week-long increase in daily multi-battles, energy at maximum, a guild boss chest drop sent to the mailbox where the cost reflects the guild boss level. There's a lot of possibilities. Let guild leaders help and reward their guild members. That's clever. They said, thank you for the suggestion. We'll consider experimenting with the new guild boss. So maybe, I mean, I don't know if they mean what they think. Sometimes they reply and they actually don't reply. But it's a good idea. Alright, question 7. Can you add a support or mage who can extend the duration of debuffs like bleed, incineration, burn? Oh, gel and break defense. I think this is a bad translation. I don't know what that means, but you get the idea. They said, thank you for the suggestions. We will consider such heroes after establishing the game's buff and debuff system. Working on the buff and debuff system, in other words, is something they're planning. There was a post a while back about them actually displaying buffs and debuffs in a much more clear manner that are on your heroes. It's like, it's kind of hard to like have to click them and then be like, oh, okay, there is an invigoration buff on them or whatever, but it would be nice to actually see them more visibly in the battle without having to click every single person, so you could tell when a buff or debuff has dropped off, needs to be cleansed, etc. It would be really nice to see that more visually. So that could be something fun as a hero to add once we have that a little more clear, so you know when to extend the debuffs or buffs. Question 8. Increase the damage that Sul'Kaden's Guardian does by like 5 times, please. It's way too slow and forgiving. I wonder, do they mean an arena or they mean the actual character? Anyway, so thank you for your suggestion, Commander. Sul'Kaden's will have some excellent hero pairings coming up. Stay tuned. I don't know if that's what they meant because I don't know what the Guardian part means. Because I don't have this character and I don't remember his full kit if there's something that says that. But yeah, excellent hero pairings coming up. Stay tuned. Interesting. And avatars get mentioned almost every week. People want cool avatars. They said they're actively exploring adding to our hero avatars, but just make it so any hero that we pull, we can have them as our avatar. Job done. Easy clap. Alright, question 10. We have a discussion around Demon Soldiers. The Necromancer Demon Soldier is too strong for epic rarity. He has unlimited attack range, too high a defense, and too high of magic resistance. Too high of attack. He releases skeletons too often. His stats need to be reduced. Either so that he releases fewer skeletons or more vulnerable to damage received. This is not the case. You broke the game with an epic monster. It's impossible to withstand it. Oh, I haven't even used my Necromancer. Maybe I should be. Alright, the reply says, thank you for the suggestion. The issue with attack priority has been fixed. Now, like other ranged demon soldiers, they will prioritize attacking targets closer to them. Will first reduce the cooldown summoning time for summoning skeleton fighters and will further observe their win rate and performance. They're always optimizing the Guild War. You can see that even just looking at the Forerunner news that I'm always sharing. Okay, question 12. Would be awesome to get some guild exclusive buffs, just like Pantheon, but that only affect guild content, like stat buffs for the demons and maybe some unlockable guild upgrades. The guild gets a currency from members checking in, but only the guild leader can use it to select stuff to upgrade. Kind of like that other comment, honestly. They said we will consider adding this element. It could be something that's only for Guild Wars, or it could be something that affects Guild Boss that day. I don't know. It'd be fun if there were temporary Guild Boss buffs where you could, you know, get lucky and push. Or no, because I guess you change your comp too often. Never mind. Maybe not. I take that back. Alright, question 17. I hope that you add lots of content so we have room to push the characters we have to their full potential, like new Void Rift stages. They've been doing that. What do you think the Selene stage is? Anyway, I also suggest more campaign stages and more content like Immortal Codex. They have stated that there is going to be more campaign stages that they're working on. Again, from a Bucket's interview with the developers, so make sure everyone watches that. Let's see, also maybe add an event content where you have to complete stages only with selected heroes and pre-selected gear sets. Either way, I and many others really enjoy the game, but I really need more content to stay with the game. I think they've done a good job adding content. I don't know. Recently, many people have left the game because they finished the game. I mean, yeah, I guess if you're done with Nightmare Void Rift and you've done your faction trials, 12s, I mean, that's a very small population that's done all the faction trial 12s, let's be honest, and gotten their final free hero. But they are bringing new Immortal Codex bosses into the rotation. And again, I think those people that have left and the person with this comment really needs to go watch the developer interview with Mabucket. They talk about all the cool stuff that's being planned. So I think there's lots of good things to come. And that's this kind of next question 19 down here says the same thing. Just wanting new dungeons or something to grind for the end game. They said we're creating new gameplay modes and dungeons which will be released gradually. And then question 20, I'm currently sitting at 73 Pyros shards and some others from other heroes, and it feels really bad. Any intention of letting us exchange those or finish them? And they say hero shards can still be used when summoning the same hero in the next issue. You know, one thing I don't know the full extent. I just, Odd1 kind of told me what it was, but I don't know if I know it all correctly because I don't play. But in Raid, apparently they just added some sort of fancy new fusion fragment hero, like a shard summon event, where the legendary hero is very good. And the only way to get the hero is actually to crunch the old shards that you've got from previous fusions, which turn into chests that will generate rewards and fragments for that hero. I think, and it's going to be like a permanent thing. So anytime you're doing a fusion and you get extras, you can always crunch those into the fancy chests and have chances for dropping the fragments of the special hero. That was really clever, right? I think that's different. I don't know if it's perfect. I think I'd rather there just be a clear exchange, not random RNG, because I think Raid is the worst when it comes to everything being about RNG in the entire game. Not just the summoning and the gear rolls. It's like everything has to be RNG in that game. So I don't know, but I guess it's part of the gacha life, right? But yeah, there's definitely some clever ways that we could use our shards besides just waiting for that hero to eventually come back. Maybe there could be some sort of universal exchange where you could swap them in for different heroes that you maybe missed or want more duplicates of. Or yeah, new heroes, some sort of shard fragment exchange would be really cool. That's my idea anyway. But alright guys, that's been it for today's Dev Insights. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.